in the early 80s, but I think at some point, Anthony.
New Orleans on D. It's a three-point game.
Very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
As the fans get into it, had them on their hands the whole time.
6 seconds on the shot.
5 on the clock. Chandler with the ball. Evans picks him up.
And there on that trip, guys, but they did get the shot to go.
And here is Lewis. 35 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Evans outside. Triple. Here's Hasek. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, his free throw numbers this year are below 70%. So when he's getting to the line, he has not been effective.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
And so Hasek nails both of them.
Well, Denver in the post-Melo years has been a collection of good players, but you always have to wonder if they'll have a low ceiling because this team does not have a so-called superstar.
Here's Barton, right now averaging 5 points a game. There's a screen. Lawson drives in, and it's blocked by Lewis. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession.
3 seconds on the shot.
Here's Fareed. 14 points from him the last game against Golden State.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
At that point, Denver has done well without what most would call a superstar, but obviously that takes its toll come playoff time.
It really does. I mean, you need somebody that you can really rely on as your go-to guy, the one who gets it done for you in the clutch, and they haven't quite established that player, and yet they're still competitive.
And good on the basket. Hook it. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Wants in the pass to Nurkic. On the wing, Chandler. Shot clock at 6. Lawson's against Lewis. No good from Lawson.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Denver's head coach had a few moments to share with me. One player who's really on his mind in this matchup is Eric Gordon. He said of Gordon, he can shoot with deep range and has the strength and explosiveness to go by you if you overcommit and finish or get himself to the line. So he's just an underrated scorer in this league, and it's going to take a total team effort to slow him down. Kevin will see how they do.
Thanks again, Doris. Now, Lawson. After the missed 3 from Lewis. Chandler up top. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And another miss by Denver.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
With the shot. And again, another basket good from Lewis.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Lawson outside. Chandler dishes to Barton. Lawson against Lewis. And Chandler, here we go. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. A big group substitution. Jins is checked in. Anderson comes in for Anthony Davis. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Holiday in for Eric Gordon. Now here's Lewis. 7 points in the game. Count that one. Lewis has got 9.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Nelson kicks to Hickson. Here's Franklin. The shot no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
And here's Nelson after the three-point. From Lewis. Nelson, the pass to Arthur. Nelson kicks to Gallinari. Rebounded by Ajinça. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Golden State.
They found themselves up against a hot team that night, Kevin, and they just didn't have the manpower defensively to shut them down.
You know, guys, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed us. They never strung together any stops like they needed to.
Here's Nelson. After Drew Holiday's score, Hickson sets the screen for Gallinari. Nelson, no one around him. No good again that time. New Orleans leading by 12. Here's Lewis. 12 points for him. A sensational shot at the buzzer.
And perfect. Time. Couldn't have done it any better. How about the poise under pressure?
Well, unbelievable. Welcome back. Score for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. Established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Lewis in at shooting guard. Anderson is out there with Davis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Ajinça in at the 5 spot.
You have to wonder, it's certainly worth thinking about with the way Anthony Davis took a big step forward last year. there's a legitimate argument or discussion anyway that he might eventually become the best player in the league at some point.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Nelson with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And Davis sends it back. Nelson against Holiday. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Ajinça. Yes. And it's Holiday with the assist that time. Ajinça's got his first basket of the night.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
So both teams changing it up here.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Nuggets sit statistically in the NBA right now.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Lewis a screen on Lawson. Holiday dishes to Ajinça. The time. Timely screen, gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Lawson against Holiday. And Hickson throws it down. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Here's Lawson, and it's blocked. Gallinari passes to Arthur. Gallinari against Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hickson. Up and in on the layup. Hickson's got 4 this quarter.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
And Holiday kicks to Pondexter. Nelson against Lewis. Another one falls for New Orleans.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Pelicans ahead, running away with it. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Jameer, what disappointed?
Okay, guys, great work in the first half. That's how you take care of business on your home court. Couple things. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary chances, and that's meant very few turnovers. I'll say this for us, though. Our shot selection has been terrific. We haven't forced things, and the shots are dropping for us.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Easy Breezy. And he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
The Nuggets shooting only 21% from the field so far. So on the floor for Denver, Chandler and Fareed are at the forward spots. Lawson out there with Will Barton, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Denver passing it around. 6 to shoot. Lawson has the open look, and the shot is long.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Over in the corner, Chandler. Back to Lawson. The dish to Barton. Here's Nurkic. Lawson outside. Nailed from three-point land. Lawson's got 10.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space. Ty Lawson, the former 18th overall pick back in 2009. Super quick, athletic point guard who looks to push the pace. He's been the perfect fit in the Nuggets' up-tempo offense.
In front of you now is the list of teams that haven't missed many shots at all since the All-Star break. Second, the Pelicans.
Kevin, all shooters need to have good legs. Part 2 of the season has given these guys fresh legs.
No good on the free throw. No luck that time either.
Well, Ty Lawson in this one, 10 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, gentlemen, Anthony Davis is not yet a household name, but he's quickly becoming an elite talent. Coach Monty Williams said there are a few power forwards that are rated ahead of him, but the key is winning. When we win, people are going to see how much better he is than those guys. He's right there with the best in the league. Such a bright young career, Kevin.
A superstar in the making, Doris. Thank you. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Fareed setting the pick for Lawson. They set the pick to the right side. Pass to Nurkic. It's intercepted. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Lewis. And it's going to be 2 free throws.
Y'all didn't hear that.
Down the shot.
Don't show your shoulders tattooed, man. Isn't tattooed.
For New Orleans, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Lewis. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, it started about a decade ago.
You got the serious in there.
Although the best players in the league might be wingmen, this generation is known for its point guard.
Yeah, we get like, I mean, he gets like 30 points.
When you talk about the positions of dominance across the league throughout its history, it's been point guards, big guys, wingmen, and right now I think point guards are right there at the top of the unit.
And again, Denver no good.
He has not been on his game, and you know their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Oh, do that. Okay, I'm gonna break your ankles next time, boy.
Gordon against Lawson. He feeds it to Chandler. Back to Lawson. Passes it to Barton.
We are gonna get broke.
Clock at 6. Lewis grabs the board. Lewis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Point guard definitely a position where you can point to any number of players and say, Steve, they are the best player on their team.
Them ankles
Well,
broken.
what's funny is that there are so many
And
different.
I think it even said ankle breaker at the top. It did? Yeah. Look, I broke his ankles. He almost did a 360. He did like a 2 180s. Like,
Height still pure playmakers, scoring guards, do it all kind of guys. But you know now if you don't have a point guard who's one of your better players, your team is going to be at a big disadvantage most nights.
Oh, he broke my ankle.
The 10-footer and the shot counts. He's fouled and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus. Kevin, they're still 0 from the line this half. They've yet to make one. And that's no way to be able to get back into the game.
His first shot coming late. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Eric Gordon.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5.
Here's Barton, defended by Gordon. Back to Lawson, stolen by Lewis, and now running up the court. Lewis pushing it up, finishes the break with a slam.
Impressive play there, and they have been really good offensively.
Piling up the points en route to this big lead, guys. I mean, they've been unstoppable.
Lawson dishes to Fareed. Inside, got a piece of it, and stolen by Gordon. On the wing, Evans. Lewis outside. 1:30 left in the third. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Great defensive anticipation there to challenge that shooter.
Fareed the pass to Barton. Lawson drives in. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, trade rumors circulated around Eric Gordon last season.
2?
Makes you wonder if there was
Is he gonna call the play? Oh, here we go, here we go. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
Suns 4-year, almost $60 million offer sheet.
Just 4 to shoot. Outside.
Why you gonna give it to me at 1 second? Sorry for screaming in y'all ears if y'all got.
In the first, but so far. He's been unable to get uncorked here.
Here's Barton, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Give me that.
They retain possession.
Oh, they
left. To Chandler. Back to Lawson. Dishes it to Barton. Shot to end this cold run. That one off the back iron and out.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah,
give me that.
Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up.
And here is Lewis. Lewis, left side. No good on the buzzer beater.
Yeah, that one.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. New Orleans on top, running away with this one. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the...
Coming up this Thursday.
Okay, you just gonna leave like that? All right.
Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this
Cunningham. And Lewis subbed in for Tony Douglas. And then for Denver, Norkic checked in for Laverne. And it's Hickson in for Jamal Franklin. Lewis, he's in at shoot. Lexus Ajinça. And it's Cole in at the point guard position. That's the Pelicans 5. Outside Lewis. And it's Denver with the rebound. High arcing shot. Withy. That is good. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Lewis gets the bucket.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Nelson outside. They set the pick. The pass to Gallinari. Out to Nelson. Shoots a 3. Nice shot by Arthur.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Doubled by Nelson. Lewis kicks to Pondexter. From deep. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Arthur dishes to Hickson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
Here's Cole. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Guys, we see teams taking a more data-driven approach. Analytics now, a big part of things. You see that in the front office. And Steve, that brings in some new faces.
Yeah, in fact, in the last 2 years, over a third of the NBA teams have hired new decision makers. So only a couple played in the league, the majority being, more of the analytical types. So there's definitely been a sea change in terms of NBA leadership.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Laverne, he's checked in for Hickson. Franklin comes in for Gallinari. And it's Green in for Nelson. Here's Laverne, banked in off the glass.
And for basketball lifers looking for roles in front offices, I think it's natural to feel threatened by the influx of more analytical minds. The feeling is, and I think it's an accurate one, that those analytical minds are favored because a lot of the owners come from a similar educational background in terms of being comfortable with numbers and wanting to measure things more and attach value to measurements as opposed to feel and experience of playing.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
But Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And in this season finale, between these two teams, they sealed the deal, making smart adjustments along the way to finish out the year with an impressive 3-1 record against the Nuggets.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Easy Breezy. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Arthur, no good. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Lewis misses. Knocked away. Stolen by Lewis. Here's Cole. The shot. It's good.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can